They were selling computers as if it were Christmas. I mean, what's this period been like for you guys?
This year is really two different periods. The first part of the year, the bike business has been doing well for a couple of years now, and really up through, the first 2 weeks of March, things were up 10-15% as an industry. Things were going well. And then, the bike season really starts about March 15th. So like Christmas Eve, things started shutting down. And as bike shops were deemed essential retail, very quickly we saw some really unique shopping patterns, and demand that first couple weeks in April just took off. For us, the inflection point was really Easter weekend, that April 12th date. We looked at our weekend sell-through reports and what was happening in the market, and it was just soaring. So It's really been a rocket ship since then.
I imagine it's some people maybe using it as an alternative way to commute if they don't want to do it, maybe an Uber or a mass transit or something. A lot of it though is recreational, and we've seen people on bikes constantly streaming through the neighborhood. In fact, we tried to get a bike in those little ride-along things for toddlers, and we were told by our local bike shop, not only leave, don't even bother asking, but don't even bother coming back for a couple of months, because they said there's no supply. Why is the supply of bikes totally unable to keep up with the demand?
Yeah, well, I'm so sorry that you had that experience. I would love to have you into one of our truck retail stores or one of our truck retailers. The boom happened, and really early on, we saw, like, after everyone bought the toilet paper, they bought kids' bikes and then entry-level mountain bikes. And then as the supply started to get tight, it worked its way up. From our perspective, we took a wait-and-see approach as both the pandemic took hold, as well as the surge in demand. And, we're still shipping out tens of thousands of bikes, every week. So there are bikes out there, I promise. Call your store, reach out to your truck retailer. There are bikes available, and there are a lot more on the way. The early shutdown in Asia, part of this year, did have a little bit of a hiccup in the supply. But I promise you, there are a lot more bikes on the way.
Yeah, the only options that we had, you could get this sort of oddly tall one with these really high handlebars. I mean, they had a couple, but not really anything great to pick from. So how do you think this sets you guys up for the future? Because if now every household has purchased a bike, does that mean we're going to have a big hangover and things become unusually slow for a period of time?
We're still seeing, when you look at indicators like foot traffic and call volume and even just website traffic, we're still seeing a lot of pent-up demand. There are empty slots on some of the bike shop floors, but there are a lot of people that have bikes on orders, and a lot of the bikes that are being delivered to the stores are maybe already spoken for, or the shop has an idea of who might
Say electric bikes.
Say it. There are a lot of bikes coming. I promise you, come Christmas time, if a kid wants a bike.
Oh, look at that one. What's that, a battery?
Yep. Something for a friend or a partner. Yeah. Bikes available, and I think we're looking at this as an amazing opportunity. There are all these people that are on bikes now, whether they're using it for recreation, for transportation, or just as a way to social distance. It's such a great opportunity to be outside and off screens, enjoying the bicycle.
Yeah, so you guys think it'll stick? My message to me is there are a lot of bikes on the way, and we'll look forward to that.
Head just south to our store in Edgewater.
I don't know. You're a little too upscale for our needs, but Chad, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, sir.
Too expensive.
Chad Brown, Trek, joining us today.
He didn't even say the word e-bike.
After this, the Fed's latest readout.